Hey there, the bowl is down, which means it's time to get to work. Let's start with the base. We'll need 250 grams of flour. In goes 1 teaspoon of baking powder, exactly 5 grams. And let's not forget to add a pinch of salt. Now it's time for the butter, adding 90 grams. Now we work with our hands. Gently rub the butter into the flour and other dry ingredients. No need to press hard, just rub it between your fingers until the mixture looks like wet sand. Perfect, look at this crumbly texture is exactly what we want. Grab 2 clean glasses. Now for some precision work, separating the egg white from the yolk. Do it however you feel most comfortable, passing it between the eggshells or letting the white slip through your fingers. The main thing is to take your time. Let's set the glass with the egg white aside for now. Now let's pour 40 grams of sugar into the yolk and whisk actively to combine the yolk with the sugar. Look, this is exactly the texture we were aiming for. Returning to our dough, let's add the sweet yolks to it. Grab a spoon and start mixing everything thoroughly. At first, it might seem like there's not enough moisture, but don't rush to add anything. Keep mixing. The sugar will start melting, the butter will combine with the yolk, and we'll get a great base. The dough has come together a bit, so we can set the spoon aside. From here, we work with our hands to get that perfect crumbly texture. Now it's perfect, exactly what we needed. Now let's take a baking dish and pour our dough in. Just look at what a crumbly dough we ended up with. Save just a handful of the dough to sprinkle over the pie later. Now the most important part, gently forming a crust by hand for our future filling. Perfect. Let's set the dish aside for now. It's time to tackle the filling. Let's grab a couple of apples and peel the skin off. Now we carefully slice off all the juicy flesh, leaving the core behind. We're taking only the very best from the apples. We won't need the rest. Now let's dice our apples into small cubes. Don't make the pieces too large, otherwise they won't have time to bake through and will stay firm. These neat little cubes will release their juices perfectly and turn into an incredibly tender filling that just melts in your mouth. Let's put all our diced cubes into one bowl. Next, we'll need the juice of 1 lemon. Cut it in half and give it a good squeeze. The lemon juice will provide that nice tang to balance out the flavor. Sending the fresh lemon juice straight to the apples. Be sure to use a strainer so the seeds and extra pulp don't get into the apples. Mix everything thoroughly so that every apple cube is coated in juice. Pour the sugar in with the apples. We'll need 40 grams. And mix everything thoroughly again. We've mixed everything thoroughly, and now for the most interesting part. Moving to the stove. All the apples go into the pan. Fry the apples until they turn a delicious golden brown. Look at that color. That's exactly what we're looking for. Take the apples off the heat. Let them rest and cool for a while. It's high time we remembered the egg whites. Let's get them out and keep going. Pour the egg whites into a bowl and add 40 grams of sugar. Add a teaspoon of vanilla sugar to the same bowl. Now take the mixer and start beating the mixture thoroughly. Start at a low speed, gradually increasing it. We need to reach stiff, stable peaks so the whites become thick, snowy, and glossy. This fluffy foam is exactly what will make our pie truly airy and tender. Add 30 grams of cornstarch. Now put 400 grams of yogurt into the bowl. Turn the mixer back on and bring the cream to a smooth consistency. Perfect. We've reached the right texture. Set the cream aside and take the base for our pie. Now let's put our fragrant golden apples straight onto the dough. Spread the apples evenly across the dough using a spatula. Great! Now let's layer our cream on top of the apples. And just as carefully, level the cream with a spatula over the entire surface. Time for the final layer. Sprinkle the cream with crumbs from the remaining dough. Perfect, everything is ready. Put it in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. Our pie is ready. Let's take it out of the mold. Look at how beautiful it turned out. Look at the wonderful pie we've made. The aroma is just incredible. The most awaited moment, checking out the inside of the pie. It cuts just wonderfully. You can immediately see how airy the pie is inside. Look at the beauty hidden inside. The pie turned out surprisingly airy and truly tender. The yogurt and whipped egg whites did their job. The filling looks like a delicate cloud nestled among the caramel apples. Let's carefully place a slice into the bowl. Look at how well it holds its shape while remaining incredibly soft. The combination of golden crust, juicy apples, and that snowy cream looks just perfect. you can't help but want to take a bite. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of the recipe. Bon appetit, everyone!